In this video, we'll discuss about a general form of graph of sine function when it is written as y equals a sine bx minus c plus d. So we'll discuss about it. So first of all, a is showing you the amplitude of sine graph. So amplitude is actually the length from the center line to the max, or you can say center line to the minimum value of the function. So we'll figure it out from the graph. So let me write some properties first, then we'll go with some examples. So we see amplitude is A. If we have a negative in front, we just take the positive. The period will be 2 pi over B. If you have a negative in here, we just take absolute just to mention the period. And then phase shift will be from inside, and we want to take also positive. If our answer is coming out as negative, then you can say whether it is going on the right side or on the left side. So vertical shift same way from this constant. So we'll take some examples now. So in this example, we collect our A, B, C, D values. So A is -3, B is 1 over 6, C is absent here, so C is 0, and D equals 1. So then we can say amplitude of this graph will be 3. And then the period will be 2 pi over B. So you get 2 pi over B is 1 over 6. So that gives me 12 pi. That's the period. Now, no phase shift because we have C equals 0. And then vertical shift. Vertical shift, T equals 1, upward. Vertical shift, 1 unit upward. We are taking second example. So our A is 15, B equals 5, C equals 10, and D equals 0. So the amplitude is 15. Period will be 2 pi over B is 5. So 2 pi over 5. And then you have phase shift. So phase shift, you write like this. 5x minus 10 equals 0. So you get x equals 2. So the graph will move 2 units to the right. And then D is 0, so it doesn't have vertical shift. We are done. Suppose I have a different function now, y equals cosine of 3 times 1/4 x minus 1 and minus 10 outside. So then if you collect all these values from A, B, C, D, you will see A equals 1, B equals 3 over 4, because I need to distribute those things first. So I am writing 3 over 4x minus 3 minus 10 like this. So then my B is 3 over 4, my C is -3, and D equals -10. So then we say that the amplitude, because we have A equals 1, so amplitude equals absolute A equals 1. And we say our period will be 2 pi over B. So our B is 3/4. So you write 2 pi over 3 over 4. That means 2 pi times 3/4 will be 4/3. So this is giving you 8 pi over 3. That's the period. Phase shift will be, if you solve inside, so then you get 3 over 4x minus 3 equals 0. Solve that one. You will see that your x will come out as 4. And then the vertical shift will be absolute D, if I say, which is 10, and then say that it is downward. So now in this example, we have y equals 1/2 cosine 3x plus 6. So the amplitude is 1/2. The period is 2 pi over b, which is 2 pi over 3. And then for the phase shift, when you're looking for, we write 3x plus 6 equals 0. So you get x equals -2. That is the phase shift. So we may ask you two ways, that what is the phase shift and which direction it is going. Then you will say phase shift is 2 and it is going in the left side. Or you can just say phase shift is -2. And since we do not have d is 0, so there is no vertical shift. And we are done. In this example, we are given a graph. We need to find the function. So first of all, you can easily understand that this is a sine graph. And the period of this sine graph is 4. So first of all, we know that the form of the graph will be like this: a sine bx, because it doesn't have horizontal or vertical shift. C is 0 and d is 0. Now we know that a is 3, because you can see from here to here, a is 3. And we know period equals 2 pi over b. And if you look at the graph, your period is given as 4. Now if you simplify for b, you will see that it is pi over 2. Alright, because you can easily simplify. 4b equals 2 pi, so then b will be 2 pi over 4, which is pi by 2. So we got our b equals pi by 2. So then immediately we know that the graph is 3 sine pi by 2 x, and you can see the graph in the calculator. So we want to verify our graph from the calculator. So make your window from 0 to 4, and your y should be -3 to +3, or you can take -4 to +4, doesn't matter. Now graph the function. See, exactly, it's this one. All right. Now we want to determine the function for this graph. Now you can see this graph is same as our sine graph, but it has reflection. Sine graph actually goes like this, but it is going now like this. It has vertical shift and also reflection. So then let's start with y equals a sine bx plus d, because we do not have horizontal shift. It looked like it is just moved here, but it did not move on horizontally. So write a sine bx plus d. Now what is our a? If you look at here, the center line has moved to 2. This is the center line. So from this center line, we can see the period is from here to here, which is 4 units. So then a, you can see 1, 2, 3 units. So a is 3. And now our d is 2 units, because it is going 2 units up. So we know period. So the period is 2 pi over b, and we see here it is 4. So the same way like previous example we had, b equals pi over 2. And then we have found everything. Now y equals a is 3 sine pi by 2 x plus 2, and we are done. Now we'll see this one in the graph, in the calculator. I have one small correction, because I said you have a reflection, so a will be -3 here. So then in the answer I need to put a -3. Now when you look at the graph on the calculator, you can easily see that exactly works. So I'm writing -3 sine pi by 2x plus 2. So check your window, -4 to 4, that I'm just taking from here. And we are taking -3 to 5 actually goes here, so I'm taking 6. So when you graph it, you can exactly see this. Now when you have trace at 0, we are expecting 2. That exactly see. When I have at 4, then should be 2 also. You can see exactly. So that is the idea. All right, so we are done.